STEAM, the term that seems to be creating the change makers of tomorrow. We hear it from our teachers, we read about it in the news, but what does STEAM really mean? And what are the benefits of implementing it into the classroom?
L'inclusione di STEAM come approccio interdisciplinare nella mia classe sicuramente ha diversi vantaggi.
The students can have a lot of thoughtful risks. The increase of the risk taking in their work is fantastic. They engage in experiential learning. Their problem solving is increased, and it's great to actually have the opportunity for them to collaborate and do cross-curricular work as well.
STEAM learning helps you foster critical thinking and allows you to begin viewing the world from a new angle, like an engineer or a scientist, without even realising it. Throughout Junk Kouture, students have used multiple STEAM techniques to create their own show-stopping designs, as well as taking inspiration from the topic itself, particularly celebrating women in STEAM. Let's take a further look at what happens when Junk Kouture and STEAM unite. S stands for science.
My design Lady Equilateral represents science in STEAM. And yeah, like the whole message that the design represents is all women in STEM, it's all science. And obviously like global warming, climate change, all that kind of thing. Like it's scientists are working to fix that, and it's Junk Kouture is raising awareness about it on a global scale. STEAM means so much to me. Like I've always been a sciencey person, always been a maths person, interested in science and maths and how things work and all that. But I've always been creative as well. And I love that STEAM is amalgamating them and incorporating them together.
The T represents technology.
Nous étions très conscientes que nous utilisions la technologie dans notre création et dans notre design, car nous avons utilisé des déchets électroniques et numériques, comme des câbles électroniques, des cartes SD, des piles, ou alors en majeure partie des touches de clavier.
C'était important pour nous d'intégrer le programme SIMS pour transmettre notre message, qui est de préserver la planète de tous ces déchets liés au numérique.
E stands for engineering.
My design, Jump for Joy, definitely incorporates the engineering side of STEAM. So the zip that I used was actually, I took it from the main opening of the trampoline and put it onto the other fabric of the trampoline. So it wasn't originally on the base fabric. I had to measure and manipulate the fabric in a way that a massive industrial zip would fit onto it, and it works really well. And yeah, trying to figure out how to make the dress look aesthetically pleasing while also have a practical function, being able to get in and out of it, being able to walk in it, as well as insert lights into it, so it's actually quite a mechanical dress with lights in it. Yeah, that was hard, but really rewarding and exciting to do. I had a fun time making it.
A is for art.
Il nostro design, Tree of Life, incorpora STEAM tramite arte e letteratura, anche tramite la mia poesia, La bellezza della rosa e una follia di salvezza. E il significato è che la complessità di una rosa può salvare un'intera vita, un mondo.
Allora, in STEAM per me è un modo per i ragazzi come noi che possiamo fare di più con la nostra vita, c'è una possibilità per fare di più.
And M represents mathematics.
Our design, Soaring High, incorporates the mathematics element of STEAM. So when making the trousers, we had to calculate the average size of each of the Quality Street wrappers, work out how many we needed to sew together for each strip in the trousers, and so that they remain the same length, but still looking mismatched in a patchwork style. And then also we had to scale the pattern for the trousers and the top up and down to make sure that it fit correctly. We did the same changes to each side, it worked.
Yeah.
And
we
then
also had to cinch in our waist for the top, which we didn't think we had to do.
No, and then we had to measure how much we were bringing in and then how much we were pulling it back and how much tighter it was becoming.
Which honestly wasn't that bad.
No, it worked and it made it equal.
Yeah.
And then also to make the wings to stay up and balanced, we had to measure them and make sure they were exactly the same, because they had the same amount of stuff on each side, but if they were different sizes, then they would have different weights, they wouldn't balance.
And they would move back as well, which we didn't want because we wanted it to be up and against my back.
Critical thinking enhances problem-solving skills, which will be hugely beneficial as you grow up and take on different life experiences. STEAM creates evergreen skills, including creativity, curiosity, resourcefulness, and confidence. And keeping in line with SDG 13 climate action, providing platforms for students like you to create everlasting change is at the heart of everything Junkouture do. So, could this be you? Could your Junkouture design be inspired by STEAM? Are you the next scientist, engineer, or artist? Well, you can be all of this and more by simply creating your Junkouture design.